Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Indian Cowboy from DocSports.com, who covers every NFL primetime game with us. Right now, we're going to cover the Monday night game, Atlanta and Green Bay from Week 14. Indian Cowboy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks for having us, Pete.
All right, I see Atlanta, Green Bay. We'll see what you have to say about this. Huge line, huge edge for Green Bay. Where's the value? Not exactly sure. We'll see what you have to say. But first, tell us all what's going on at Doc Sports right now. Killing it in the NBA, right, I see?
Yeah, we're on an epic season. We're about to set a lot of records in the NBA, and we're really excited about it. Last year, we were, of course, 94 and 62 for 60% for plus 12,890, which is a monster year. That was #1 in the country. This year, now we're on our pace for back-to-back winning years, and we're out of the gate. We're 25 and 10. We're 7-0 with 7 straight winning days. We only do one play-of-the-day system, so we won our last 7. Not to mention, we won our last 5 by a minimum of our last 6 selections by a minimum of 14-point differential. We're just absolutely on a record pace now, 25 and 10, 71%. We very well could go at plus 51.10, and we very well could go 70% the entire season. We just wanted to go 63% as a 3-point bump up from the 60% last year. We would have taken a 2% bump up. For now, we're at 11% bump up. It's just a record pace, and we're really, really excited about it. We're hoping for 8 in a row with the Philadelphia, Minnesota over tonight, which starts later on this evening. But very excited about college basketball, of course, which is traditionally our best sport. Louisville under yesterday. Against Ohio State, 2 classic defenses going at it. Good public fate. We're on the Duke under today against Wisconsin. But overall, 65 and 45 in college ball last year for 58%. So between both sports, we went 156, 107, 59% for plus 17,310. And we're on an even faster pace this year and really excited about it. We'd love to be back-to-back champs in the NBA, which is pretty awesome. Combine that with a good hockey season, 36-17, 8-3 NFL top place. Eagles the week before, Bills this past week against the Browns. It's been a very good season, not to mention 38 and 12 with comp selection videos, as people love our daily comp winners, as that's also #1 in the country with comp selections, 10 and 2 run. And we love people that subscribe to the videos. We like giving them as much content as we possibly can.
All right, sounds awesome. Indian Cowboy. All right, well, Green Bay is kicking ass in the NFL as much as you're kicking ass at basketball handicapping, right? They beat New England. They're now 7-2 against the spread over their last 9 games. Just a steamroller team, right? Just steamrolling over everyone, winning games, covering spreads. They're a 12 or 12.5 point home favorite here on Monday night. The total is is undecided. 55, 55.5, and 56 are all widely available. And the Falcons, pretty awful, pretty bad team. They did get a win over Arizona last game, though. And they're now actually 3-2 against the spread over the last 5 games. So, the question, obviously, Green Bay should have a huge edge here. The question is, where exactly should this line be? Right now, it's 12 or 12.5. What's your take on this game, I see?
Well, don't make fun of my mighty Falcons, as we are the division-leading Falcons, 5-7. Hey, if we continue to just do whatever we do at sub 500, we can actually host the playoff game, just like the Seahawks did against the Saints.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I didn't follow last week's game too closely, but they basically suck, right? Or am I wrong?
Yes. No, you're correct. We suck.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Because that's how I handicap this stuff. I have teams that suck, teams that are so-so, and teams that are awesome. And I had Atlanta in the suck category. Maybe that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's right.
That is absolutely correct. If we didn't have Smith, we would have won 2 games. We'd have won the Lions game on London, and there's no reason we should lose the Browns game. It's just terrible coaching. I can tell you that every Atlanta fan is ready to see Coach Smith go. And we'd love to have Harbaugh, but of course he's not coming here. He's either going to Oakland or he's going to Michigan, or he might even be going to Kansas because his wife is from Kansas, and they might even make him the head of all football operations in Kansas, give him unlimited control. And for someone as power hungry as him, he might like that. That would be the greatest challenge of all. So he might even be headed to Kansas or Oakland. But as far as this game is concerned, Green Bay beat Atlanta 22-21 at home last year. And that's in 2013. I don't think it's going to be remotely close this year because of that. Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay, they have a tendency to just rout teams who are teams they don't get to face often. And you see that often because even in the NBA, whenever East and West Coast teams get together, games have a tendency to go way over the posted total. It's almost like they want to impress each other. Right, they don't get to face each other.
Interesting.
It's like a dating scene between these 2 teams. But, it's always funny. Whenever the Lakers are on the road, those games the East-West West battles, and the interconference games are like that too. They always want to try to impress and blah, blah, blah. So having said that, Atlanta yeah, we beat Arizona 29-18, but Arizona's not the same team without Carson Palmer. So that's really not that impressive of a win. Whenever we face competent teams, Atlanta has a tendency to struggle. They lost 7-29 to Baltimore, which is an 18-point differential at Baltimore. They lost by 10 to the New York Giants. They lost by 13 to Minnesota. And Atlanta's not a good road team, period, to begin with. You know, with New England coming up, with Green Bay coming off a nice 26-21 win, New England has a tendency to dominate weaker teams at home, especially interconference teams. Remember, they beat Carolina 38-17 by 19 points. They went ahead and beat Minnesota 42-10. They have consistently done as heavy favorites this year. They beat Minnesota when they were 8.5-point favorites, 42-10. They beat Carolina 38-17 as a 6.5-point favorite. They beat Chicago as a 9.5-point favorite, 55-10. I mean, Vegas is doing everything they possibly can to make you want to take Atlanta. But it doesn't matter. Green Bay's probably going to win by a minimum of 20 here, and they just really don't care, especially on Monday Night Football with Aaron Rodgers. You know, don't be surprised at all to see just the Packers just rout the Falcons here at home.
All right. Sounds like it's going to be a big public play, but once again, the public does win, and you're sounding like you're agreeing with the public here, right?
Yeah, you know, I've learned that as time goes on, the public does. We love to fade the public in the NBA. That's a great way to fade the public. But I've learned as time goes on, there are certain games in football where the public does well, and the Falcons are just 1-5 in their last 6 in the road games. You know, we actually remember we took the Dolphins in our video every week that we only do your videos, and we took the Dolphins again. I'm sorry, we took the Jets against the Dolphins +7, as you know. So we love to fade the public. We love ugly dogs. But just because they're an ugly dog doesn't mean you take them. Sure. And especially Atlanta's with history of just doing so poorly against quality teams on the road. Falcons are 1-5 ATS in their last 6 road games this year alone. Not to mention they're 0-4 in the last 4 ATS following a straight-up win. They don't know how to handle success this year. You know, combine all of that with the Packers being, you know, one of their key stats is that they're 7-2 in their last 9 overall. Yes, but they're also 5-2 ATS in the last 7 against the NFC as well. This is the time when they pick up, and this is the time when the Falcons kind of struggle on the road.
All right. Well, taking Green Bay -12, I don't think you're going to get too many thumbs downs from the general public on that one. Indian Cowboys seeing value with Green Bay -12 on Monday night, Week 14. Thanks so much, IC.
Thanks, Pete.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.